my name's Emery. I'm here to see Dr. Martin for topical steroid withdrawal secondary to mold toxicity. I'm here for acupuncture sessions.
Basically, she's come here all the way from Australia and she was in Thailand before this. The reason for this interview is not so much to say, oh, the acupuncture is helping or anything. She's here only passing over in transit back to Australia from Thailand. And as I'm talking to her, I'm learning what helped her most. And it definitely was not acupuncture. So listen on. What was the situation at its worst, maybe about 3-4 months ago?
I had staph and a combination of skin fungal infection that were initially starting on my face and then on my neck. And then obviously with the itching and the scratching, it's all spread towards my limb and all over my legs. It made me become quite bedbound and non-functional. This is the second year of me in topical steroid withdrawal journey. Started in end of May.
2024.
Yeah. So it just started this year. And then I went to my initial session in Bangkok. Consulted Jay to see whether I need a cap. He said I don't, should be able to recover naturally. And then after that, I went to consult a IV Integrative Clinic that some of the cap patient went to. And this registered doctor basically formulated a IV infusion that contains IV glutathione, biotin, some vitamin B complexes, and high doses of vitamin C's. And I also trial intramuscular human placenta injection to see whether it promotes skin regeneration and help me with mold detoxification. That was my first session. I had a total of 4 infusions then over the course of 10 days.
Basically saying that over the course of 10 days, she did IV and she named everything she used and her recovery was tremendous. Was it very good recovery?
Yes, I had before and after photo.
We're gonna hopefully send information on this so that you can access it. It sounds really good. Hopefully, if you're in Asia, it's a close flight away. That was in August. You got better and then you went back to Sydney.
I went back home and realizing that the cause of my illness this winter, it was all due to my room being black mold. And I basically relapsed again and went through the same issue within 2 weeks' time. And I went through another cycle of fungal flare and staph infection that didn't really clear up. But at the time, I just used Dead Sea salt Ritz and continuing with moisture withdrawal, but I still have daily shower due to staph infection and a course of antibiotics.
Did it get better?
It got better end of November, but that's because I had a loading dose of Dupixent and then my second injection of Dupixent, which helped as a respite type of treatment, a bit of relief with the reduced inflammation on my skin. And then I went over to Bangkok again, back to the clinic where I've already consulted the doctor virtually. This time around, I went in for 10 days. Within 10 days, I had a total of 5 IV infusion. This time, only IV infusion. This time, my formula was a bit simpler. It's just basically IV glutathione, biotin, and high dose of vitamin C.
Do you know the dosage of glutathione?
So the glutathione dosage I have is 1,200 milligrams. I just want to say I had the same similar infusion in Australia and Sydney, 4 sessions. It had really minimal therapeutic effect.
What was the dosage difference?
I believe it was less than 1,000 milligrams due to the legal dose. The clinic in Bangkok's better because it's actually operated by a registered doctor, whereas Australia, it only runs by registered nurse who have doctor provide the standing orders for those IV infusion. So then they don't really give consultation and they can't, adjust your treatment plan.
When did you move out of your place?
When I returned home by mid-August, I moved out within 2 weeks. I was lucky because I was just flatting. And currently I live in a home on my own now where there's more sunlight. It's all floorboards and it's well air ventilated. previously in Sydney, I was living in those older terrace houses where it's renovated, but obviously the owner just paint over the mold, not necessarily, resolve the mold professionally. So then it really affects a lot of people with hives and all that stuff. After I returned from my initial trip from Bangkok in mid-August, within 2 weeks, my skin flared up again, being red. And then obviously my skin started itching and broken skin from scratching, and that further causes staph infection again and spreading of fungal infection. But I managed to move out of house by the end of August. Things did not improve even though I went for the IV infusion. It only provided like temporary relief, but it didn't promote that skin regeneration that I get from the treatment I received in Bangkok. So then this time around in December, when I went within 10 days, my skin went from dry, flaky, and still like reactive to irritants. Now, I'm actually really well. Like my skin can tolerate sweats, even like using normal soap, like doesn't irritate my skin anymore.
We hope you like this share because it basically tells us that IV glutathione was really, really helpful to her. And number two, moving house, getting out of a mold environment is going to be very, very helpful if mold is the biggest cause. So now she's going to go back to Australia to a mold-free house, and we're going to just see if,
How I react and manage here.
yeah, all the best to you.